well thought out, and I thought that this would be a good example in regards to actually how to properly build a business plan. And I've got some copies right here for you. And what I want y'all to do is just kind of follow along with me, and just kind of take a look at it just real quickly as far as the parts and points of the business plan. Now, I personally don't have a copy. I've neglected to print one out for myself, but on my PowerPoint though, I do have the different parts that make up the plan, and I'm just going to talk about those briefly. Your cover page, really just the title page, the name of your company, who you are, maybe a picture or a logo. Your table of contents is important. When investors are looking at your business plan, they want to see, what all is this business plan entail. Your executive summary is a summary of what you plan to achieve with this, with your future business, or your thought of wanting to start a business. Your company description describes your company, such as your location, your product and service. I wouldn't say that your financials would be in a part of your company description. More so, who are you servicing to, what you plan to achieve, etc. Your market analysis comes in as far as who do you plan to product or service. And your marketing sales kind of piggybacks on the marketing analysis, such as how do you plan to market your service? Do you have brochures? Are you marketing in a magazine? For example, let's say, I could use myself for example again and say that, in my landscape business, I chose to market myself in a neighborhood magazine that was mailed out every year called The Shoreline. And I had, business card sized ad. It was $60 a month, and they ran it, once a month. And I got tons and tons of business from that ad. And you'd be surprised, people actually look at material like that, printed material like that. Your product and service identification, that's really identifying, what is your product. Say, I want to sell, picture frames, different size picture frames, different types, different colors. What kind of glass are you using? You need to identify that and say, here are all my options, and this is my product and service description right here. Organization and management structure. This could be, are you a sole proprietor, or are you in a partnership, or do you have many partners and many investors? This is your time to identify what organization and management structure you would like to have ultimately within your business. And then this is something that I find really, really important, is your business goals and objectives. Your goals is, where do you want to go? What do you want to see achieved? What kind of goals do you set for yourself with this business? This is really going to make or break really how far your business will go. Funding and financial projections, those are very difficult. Within this business plan, those were extremely difficult because you don't know. You can guess all day long. If I make, if I have $2 and I use that $2 to make $5, that's a $3, profit margin. That part's easy. However, when you're talking about mobile off-road, for instance, Justin, would you care to name off, a service on the financial projections for year one, just a price?
So the average cost of the service, or the cost of the running cost?
Just the average price.
I'm trying to find that.
There should be a number on there.
Which page is the other?
It'd be over here. Okay, so for example, how much is the truck for mobile off-road?
$45,000.
$45,000. Okay. That's a cost that you need to consider. How much is a storefront? We'll say $2,000 a month. That's just a guess. But until you do the actual research and you pinpoint exactly where you want to be on your storefront or what kind of vehicle you want to drive for mobile off-road, it's kind of just a figure idea, my point. And then lastly, your appendix, that's just showing you, you know, where everything is. This is a formal business plan. You know, these are formal bullet points on how a proper business plan is formed. I think you could get away without an appendix. However, the more professional, the better is pretty much, you know, my point. Do y'all have any questions so far?
No, but this looks like a lot of work. So
Yeah.
good job.
Thank you. Now, Justin, I know you were telling me before we started that you had some sort of idea as far as you wanting to propose a business plan in the automotive industry. Can you briefly tell me a little bit about that?
I'm looking at breaking into the used performance parts market, such as promoting a service or a safe platform in which people can actively buy, sell, and trade and use performance parts, and have the security knowing that if they get a faulty part from the seller, that we can go back and we can contact both parties and figure out where the problem occurred and be able to resolve it without any legal intervention, and continue to bring back more customers and just make sure it's very community focused.
Wow,
That's
fantastic.
awesome.
Yeah, you were telling me briefly about that before we started, and I thought that was extremely interesting. Y'all are welcome to take those home. Those are your copies. And to all three of you, I really suggest that y'all, you know, take a look at it, read the descriptions that I've had. Now, the reason why I didn't go over the actual description within the bullet points that I had was because I just wanted to hit the main points, to kind of generalize it. If I was to tell you exactly the information that was in that business plan, it would kind of be counterintuitive, because that's my my mock-up business plan. It was an assignment, yes, but it is a good example. However, you know, I encourage you to, you know, read what I've written and say, all right, so Sean said that under market analysis, we need to investigate on, you know, printing brochures and business cards and going to events or car meets, truck meets, you know, get your name out there, etc. That would be something that I would encourage y'all to do. And then finally, for my last slide, I've got step 5, which is how do I make my business stand out? I think that's, like I said, how find your niche. How do I be apart from everybody else? Like I said, in my landscape business, I was a teenager, high schooler, then college student, out there, you know, mowing yards and finding any business that I could, just trying to make the Highland Village, Flower Mound, Louisville area prettier 1 yard at a time. But definitely be clear about your business. What can you offer? You know, like I said, customers want instant gratification. Like I said, also, you may not be able to achieve that high standard. However, we can try really well though. We can try without a shadow of doubt. Strategize as well. How do I want to proceed with this? You know, oh, I'm launching a new product. Who do I want to sell it to? Toddlers, teenagers, young adults, old adults. That's all part of your strategy. And then finally, like I said, find a niche for your business to strive in. Do y'all have any questions? I know that was quick, and I know that was brief in general, but like I said, I just wanted to hit the main points for y'all. I greatly appreciate y'all for attending my presentation and giving me, you know, your undivided attention. Please feel free to take those business plans home. If y'all have any other questions, please feel free to contact me. I'm always available. I live in the Denton County area, and I wish y'all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank
That was
you.
great.